Thomas Stinson branch chair, Belfast City Hospital. We're out here today to fight for our pensions. We've been expected to pay more, work longer and get less back at the end of it. We've given plenty of years of service to the health service and we've been treated abominably. The time has come to take action. You can see from the crowds here, that is the reason why the people are all for it. So support our campaign.
Absolutely pleased with the turnout. As you can see, look up the road there. That's the anger in this community about the government attacks again on public health workers. We can't afford it. You can't take any more of us. We've had enough. No more.
Here from Unison, and we're out in strike because we're not accepting the cuts that is being sent down the road to us. We're not accepting regional pay. We're not accepting our pensions being broke. We're not accepting no staff on the wards. We're not accepting no replacements of staff, and we're fighting back.
Director of the Royal College of Nursing in Northern Ireland, and we're here today to support our trade union colleagues. And enough is enough. And nurses, we're here to protect nurses' terms and conditions and protect their right to have adequate resources to care for their patients.
All the union to fight for this pension, public service cut and others. As I think minority, we support, no cuts, no racism. A lot of our people working in the healthcare sector, their job is not clear in the future.
Cuts that are being made are completely against everything that most people should be standing for. The cuts are the cuts to public service. The public service is for everyone. It's not simply about pensions, although the pensions issue is a massive one. They've already been negotiated. This is full change without consultation, negotiations, complete nonsense. But the cuts are for a public service. The public service, as I say, is for everyone. And it has to be fought. It is being fought. And as you can see, the support is absolutely massive.
No cuts! No public sector cuts!
Brian Lynch from West Belfast Workers' Party. I'm here in solidarity with the public sector workers who are taking the blame for what the bankers have done with our economy. The nurses, the health service, the schools, the teachers, the children have nothing to do with the losses of the gangster banksters that defeat the bankster gangsters forward of the workers.
Mark Langhammer from the Association of Teachers and Lecturers. As a union, we're out on strike for the first time in our 127-year history as a result of the cuts to pension schemes and the austerity measures generally. It's very good to see a whole range of working people gathering together in regard to a recession that was caused from elsewhere, from the bank and speculative casino bankers, and we're looking forward to a good march rally together.
Just here today as a representative of the East Belfast branch of the Workers' Party, in solidarity with the public sector unions who are out today showing their concern about the cuts and their pensions. It's been carried out by the British government and the government of its Stormont. We in the Workers' Party show total solidarity with our fellow comrades and all of the unions who support this strike.
When we dance, we'll dance together. When we cry, we'll hold each other. And when we love, we'll love forever. Down by the wagon side.
It's a fantastic turnout here today.
of workers from all over Belfast. I think after the announcements yesterday that workers are once again to be asked to pay for the excesses of bankers and those who have created this mess, that it's time to stand up and to fight back. And certainly the Workers' Party are here today with workers to send that message. There is a real fight back on, and let's hope and continue with this struggle to ensure that we bring it to a successful conclusion.
Just so glad to see so many teachers out today supporting what is the right cause, and a cause that will ultimately prevail, because the people will not stand and let the money be taken from them that they've worked for. Thank you.
I'm here to support the workers here that have come out on the one-day strike, both for their pensions but also for other cuts to public services. I'm just here to show the people in solidarity with them.
Joe O'Dowd and this assembly are guilty of cynical kite flying when it comes to our pensions and our education system. At every turn they hold out their hands and they say, oh, it isn't our fault, it's the British government. We can do nothing.
No, we aren't implementing the cuts. Westminster's implementing the cuts. We don't have economic sovereignty here, so therefore we don't have the powers that we need.
Well, you know what, Minister? There is something you can do. It's high time you went back to the British government and said, no, we will not implement these cuts. No, we will not accept these cuts to our pensions. No, we will not. No, we will not.
We're not delivering the cuts. No, I would disagree. We're not delivering the cuts. We have fought with the Westminster government and we are still fighting with the Westminster government. The British Treasury and the Westminster government are the ones who are implementing the cuts.
No, we will not put bailing out the banks before the education of our children. And for all the posh schools that the Tories went to, they didn't learn much mathematics. The teachers' pension scheme is £46 billion in credit. It is viable for another 50 years. But these figures don't get reported in the mass media because they are too busy attacking ordinary workers to report the facts. Today we are teaching all our children that corporate greed is wrong, that stealing is wrong, and that it is morally wrong to grow up in a society that puts banks and wealth and profit before the well-being of its citizens.
Crisis and recession, crisis and recession. The poor will have to pay, the poor will have to pay. The government is saying, the government is saying, there is no other way, there is no other way. Well, there's a way, there's a better way. If you want to care, there's a way. There's a better way. Tax a billionaire, tax a millionaire, and there's a way. There's a better way. If you want to care, there's a way. There's a better way. Tax a billionaire, tax a billionaire, tax a billionaire.
Congratulations to all of you who have taken action today. I felt compelled to take action unison second strike in 8 weeks, as I can no longer sit back and watch the gap between those that have and those that have not grow. Low-paid workers are out here today, standing side by side, sacrificing their pay on the mouth of Christmas. A strong indication of the strength and depth of feeling for our welfare state and our public services. We will continue to fight to invoke change. We will not be ignored and we will not be brushed aside. As I remind our politicians that unions are not standalone organisations. Unions are real people, real workers, real service users.
On behalf of the Northern Ireland Committee of the Irish Congress of Trade Unions, we commend public sector workers engaged in industrial action today for their sacrifice in pursuit of enhancing the quality of life of all the citizens in Northern Ireland. You nail the lies and insults to your intelligence from those who claim that you have been brainwashed by alleged trade union leadership bosses. The real extremists in our society are those who evade and avoid tax. Those who have gambled billions with other people's money to sate their greed. And those politicians who have decreed that ordinary people, private sector workers, public sector workers, and the most vulnerable of all, the unemployed, the sick, women, children, and senior citizens will pay for the criminal conduct of the pampered elite. We are the many, they are the few. This is what democracy feels like here today. The campaign does not stop here. Let us build on and fight for the alternative: people, jobs, and public services. Thank you.
When we dance, we'll dance together. When we cry, we'll hold each other. And when we love, we'll love forever. Down by the wagon side. Well, I thought she was a vision that stopped me with her smile. Down by the river we walked along in style. She says, you're welcome back again, won't you stay a while? Down by the lagoon side. When we dance, and when we dance, we'll dance together. When we cry, we'll hold each other. When we love, we'll love forever. Down by the lagoon side. I said, who owns a music that's so full of joy and pain, that the pipers and the harpers and the lambeth drummers play? She said, who owns the teardrops falling in the rain, down by the lagoon side? And when we dance, we'll dance together. When we cry, we'll hold each other. And when we love, we'll love forever. Down by the lagoon side. And do you not remember we were once side by side, and the bells of Belfast city sang harmony and pride? The past has been taken, but the future's yours and mine. Down by the lagoon side. Hey, and on your own this time, you ready? When we dance, we'll dance together. When we dance, we'll dance together. When we cry, we'll hold each other. When we love, we'll love forever. Down by the lagoon side. One more time. When we dance, we'll dance together. When we cry, we'll hold each other. When we love, we'll love forever. Down by the lagoon side. Thank you very much.